Hello? Oh yeah, I got your message. Gogo's famous early morning magwinya recipe. Make sure that you get the ingredients to her bright and early so she can be first to market. Oh, the car? The Toyota? Yeah, no, it's been great so far. Yeah, I've been enjoying it. And that paint job, well, yeah, it's reminiscent of a show that I used to love watching a long time ago.
Search Auto Trader.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, this is the car you've been waiting for. You lovely people, we have the Toyota GR86, and Toyota aptly calls it an analog car for the digital age. And I agree. It fits that motif pretty well. I've had it on test and we are here to talk about it. Let's get right in. Compact, lightweight sports coupes are a rare sight amongst the sea of crossovers and SUVs. Seeing this car's silhouette is enough to catch a head turn even. It's a low-slung, traditional two-door sports coupe that has a confident and broad stance to it. It has a functional yet attractive look to it. And a lot of the things here remind me a lot of the Toyota Celica GT4, where every crease and vent has a function. It's not just there for aesthetic's sake. And compared to the previous GT86, in my view, this car flows better design-wise in my eyes, especially in the rear. Everything is broad and pronounced, but not radical. It's such a pleasant car to look at, and my key takeaways are the confident stance, sea urchin quill style wheels, and the ducktail spoiler. The GR86 has a redesigned interior now. It's compact, but not claustrophobic. At first, when I saw the press images of the interior, it didn't really gel with me, but upon seeing it all in person, or at least in the metal and plastic in this instance, it's quite well considered and not distracting. The look is cool, and I'd argue that the materials in here are better compared to the GT86. There's a mix of soft touch materials, leather and Alcantara. The seats hug you a little bit less, so the car is nicer to drive on longer journeys, but have a firm, reassuring hold to them. The steering wheel is finished in leather and it is the right size. It's pleasant to spin around and it's also good to grip. Now, unfortunately, due to the nature of sports coupes, there aren't a whole lot of storage pockets here, but there are some cup holders at least. A bigger door pocket would have sufficed, and at least a slot in the center stack to store your phone, parking tickets, some coins and the like would have been welcome. But other than those, the interior of the GR86 is a calming place to be in. The GR86 has a well thought out cabin. There's minimal distractions in the interior so you can focus while you drive, but the crucial bits like the controls you want to adjust on the fly are conveniently placed, easy to operate, and are within easy reach. The infotainment system and instrument cluster are benchmark setters in my opinion. Access is easy and features are not hidden within pages and pages of menus. You have lap timers, gauges for your battery, your oil and coolant temperatures, everything you need for the drive. Yes, you also get Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and I think wireless connection would have helped for these features. It would have been nice, but you do get a much improved 6-speaker sound system in here. And a feature I actually found to be quite funny in the infotainment system is an anniversary reminder. Toyota knew who they were marketing this car for, and it's for people like me. You know me too well. But anyways, this car comfortably is set up for long, calming Sunday drives, the work commute, and the odd track day, so thumbs up to that. Now, there isn't a whole load of space in here. The rear seating is, as you'd expect, constrained, but you do get ISOFIX child seat mounts, and the boot is also pretty tiny. We'll actually shift to that in a sec. Let's chat a little bit about practicality with the GR86. Allow me to demonstrate. Look, the boot is not that big because sports car. You're dealing with 199 to 237 liters of luggage space, but you can fit 2 cases in there, and you get a full-size spare wheel. Apart from the usual safety features like ABS, EBD and stability control, the GR86 has 7 airbags as standard. On the range-topping auto variant, you'll find a safety and driver assistance package, which consists of the following items that I'm going to put on screen right here. On the manual variant, which we have here, your safety components are reduced to rear cross-traffic alert, blind spot monitoring, and non-adaptive cruise control. The reasoning behind this is to not only make the manual variant more affordable, but because, as Toyota's research has shown, drivers prefer none of the aforementioned safety systems as they need to focus on a track day and you don't want those systems interfering. But anyways, enough yakking, let's go and drive.
Whoa. Hold up a sec. Here's a quick ad read for a new feature on the autotrader.coza website. Oh, baby. I want to fulfill my childhood Group A rally dreams and buy a Toyota GR Yaris. But I don't know what's a good price. Well, that's been solved. Introducing price ratings by AutoTrader. So now you can shop smarter, not harder, and see a low price, fair price, great price, and high price. Thanks, AutoTrader. Now I can shop smarter and fulfill my childhood dreams like a financially responsible adult. Back to the video.
Alright, I am done with deliveries and I am taking a nice drive home in the GR86. So I guess we should talk about a few things with this vehicle: the drive, the handling, and the fuel economy. Let's get in. Why am I wearing these gloves? Well, it's because they make me feel special. Now in the GR86 you now get a 2.4 litre flat-4 non-turbo engine. You'll see a significant power bump now to 174 kilowatts and 250 Newton meters of torque. Now while the power bump seems minor on paper, the key thing here is where the power is being delivered, especially the torque in this instance. With the previous car, the GT86, the full torque delivery was up high in the rev range, towards the red line, whereas here it's down low, around the 3000 RPM mark. Now when you pair that to a revised close ratio 6-speed manual gearbox, or you could have it as a 6-speed conventional automatic gearbox, you'll get a car that is much more of a rocket. Let me show you. So let's just taper off a bit, let's drop a few gears, get into second, and let loose. Mental, absolutely mental. Alright, let's chat handling quickly. In terms of handling, you get McPherson strut suspension in the front and double wishbones in the rear. The wheels are wrapped in the finest Michelin Pilot Sport 4 rubber. The size is 215/40 R18. It's a bit bigger compared to the previous GT86, and also it's a lot grippier rubber. So what do you get as a result? It's a lot stickier on the road. As part of the drivetrain, you also still get a Torsen limited slip differential. The body is also 50% more rigid than the GT86. The center of gravity is even lower, and surprisingly, the curb weight is still around about the same at 1,280 kilograms. That's insane. I mean, how did Toyota do it? How did they actually manage all of this? The result you get here is a chassis that's even sharper than the previous GT86, and it's more planted as a result. And out here on these roads, this car feels planted. It's like a bee darting back and forth trying to retrieve stolen honey. It's entertaining, trust me. It doesn't feel like it's going to lose it easily. This car is very well sorted. I really like the suspension in this. You throw it around and it likes it. It's predictable and it's still a momentum car at heart, and the power and suspension tuning complements that beautifully. Now the only criticism I can give this vehicle in the handling department is the brakes. Now the brakes, unfortunately, there isn't that much feel and bite to them. I mean, they will do the job and stop the car, definitely, but when we take into account that the GR Yaris's brakes are basically the best Christmas gift ever, you really kind of want that in the GR86. And I think some sharper brakes would have been a lot nicer in this car just to really round it all off. Alrighty, let's chat fuel economy quickly. The claimed fuel economy for this vehicle is 9.5 liters per 100 Ks, and I've been getting 12.5 liters per 100 Ks. Now, this isn't a fault of the GR86, it's simply because this car is just too much fun. But realistically, if you do behave, you can get in the lower 10s, in my opinion. So yeah, this drive has been pleasant so far, and I feel it's probably be a good time to go home and just regroup for... Wait, what was that sound? That sounds familiar. Heck is that? Is that a Trueno? Holy smokes, it's a Trueno!
Check it out. This is the Toyota Corolla Sprinter Trueno Coupe, the start of it all. It's needless to say, but this vehicle has achieved legend status globally on the streets, racetrack, and most notably, the drift track. This is one of the only Truenos in South Africa and is running free on our roads. Much of the ethos of this car has been retained with the GR86, it being an everyman sports car, and it does it all reliably, just as Toyota intends, and knocks it out of the park. And it's been doing it since the 1980s all the way up to today. And of course, it was a canvas for many vehicles to come. It was great running into this car, but I'll check it out later. See you, cowboy.
Well, that was pretty refreshing to see. So let's just get the rest of the day sorted, and I'm gonna take all of you along for something special tonight. So let's go.
I just wanna have fun, clap my hands, turn around now and dance, dance, dance. I just wanna have fun, clap my hands, turn around now and dance, dance, dance. I just wanna have fun, turn around.
Okay, we're gonna be pulling in for night meetup. So this should be pretty rad, and yeah, everyone's gonna welcome this car nicely. We're gonna have ourselves a fun time and see a lot of the amazing gems that are available in South Africa. Let's go take a look.
Another thing you buy into when you get a GR86. Community with a capital C. There's a rich blend of Japanese sports cars about in South Africa. Many of the cars of which you're looking at here are key vehicles from a particular anime. You can let us know which one it is in the comment section. Many of these vehicles are in daily use, while some are weekend specials. That's the name of the game here. Not only that, there's also a motorsport culture too with this vehicle. My colleague Mr. Lückhoff is currently racing one in the local Toyota GR Cup series. You can check out the first episode via a link that I've left in the description. Very chilled night meetups are a thing with car communities like this, and the Japanese car community is pretty much one of the pinnacle ones from what I've seen. Especially behaved meetups like this, of which we condone, where people come out to chill, talk, and share common interests, that being cars. And of course, good friends have come about because of something like this. And as you can see, it was a pleasant evening indeed. The Toyota GR86 pricing is as follows for the manual and auto variants. While some may feel that the pricing is a bit ludicrous, that's pretty far from the truth, as this is the cheapest sports coupe that money can buy brand new in South Africa at the time of posting this video. Not only that, the cars are pretty packed to the brim with features already, so no need to run to that option list and tick it off like mad. As far as competitors go in this price range, there's really nothing if you're solely looking at sports coupes. The only vehicle that comes to mind but is about 100,000 Rand more expensive is the BMW 220i Coupe M Sport, but is marginally slower than the GR86. The closest competitive vehicle in this price range we believe would be the Volkswagen Golf 8 GTI, a review link of which will be provided in the video description. But then again, this is a totally different vehicle in many respects, but it would be nice to actually pit them against each other on a racetrack. As my colleague Mr. Lückhoff aptly put it, This is a last hurrah for drivers' cars like these as the world is changing. It's awesome to have experienced this vehicle and the kind of life you buy into when you get a GR86. The cult following, true driver's car pedigree, and more is something you have to try if you love motoring. Many would argue that this vehicle needs a turbo, it needs this and that and the other, but that's not the point of this car. Surely it's not the most practical vehicle like an SUV, but you surely cannot deny the ear-to-ear grin a GR86 can give. And it's not just for the driver, but for other people too. You have to go and test drive one today. Go out and do it.
And there you have it, people. This is the Toyota GR86 and the multiple facets that you can get into with this vehicle. The drive, the handling, the styling, everything in between, and this especially, buying into the culture that surrounds this vehicle. And I'm even parked next to the grandfather right there. But anyways, that's all the time we have for now. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and do all that YouTube stuff. And don't forget to search AutoTrader, your one-stop shop for the best used car marketplace in South Africa today. Don't also forget to consider trying out our obligation-free instant offer tool where you can sell your car quick and easy. That's enough for now. I'm going to go enjoy this a little bit more. See you later.
Search AutoTrader.